How you guys doing? It's Mike back with the thought of the day on August 25th, 2023. First, I want to give honor and praise to the Elohim of Israel for waking me up today and giving me the strength and the wisdom to bring you this message. Then I'd like to open with the serenity prayer. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. May your will, not mine, be done. Today's video might hurt a couple people's feelings, but I just like being real and speak what the Spirit puts on me. Today I want to talk about cutting the cord during addiction. Cutting the cord during addiction. A lot of times in our culture, Israel culture, so-called Black American, African American culture, one of the main issues is that when a family member is in addiction, either drugs or alcohol, we enable that person to keep going and using the drugs and alcohol instead of cutting ties once it get to a certain point. And I say that because going to meetings daily and working in rehab facilities, I tend to see a lot of people from different cultures that come in. And most of the cultures that come in, or most of the people I see that come in into the meetings and stuff, most of the guys got there because their family cut ties. Their family cut them off from coming to the family gatherings. The wife filed for divorce. The wife kicked them out. The wife gave them a serious ultimatum. Thus, they went and got help. In our culture, it tends to be tolerating the behavior and tolerating the behavior and tolerating the behavior. And I understand people feel like that's the way of showing love, but it makes the person continue to get sick. They're going to continue using. And in my own experience, I think if my ex would have pressed the issue with things like that, I probably would have went and got help earlier. But a lot of enabling goes on. So the more you pick them up off the ground and throw them in the shower, the more you go pick them up from the place where they at because they've been drinking, the more you wash them up, the more you do all of that stuff, the more they're going to keep drinking, the more they're going to keep using. The more you make excuses saying, oh, you know, Uncle John has started drinking again at the family cookout and this and that, and everybody sweep it under the rug. The more that happens, the more they're going to keep using. I'm serious. When I see other races, other cultures, they don't play that. As soon as it get to a certain point, you're done. And you're not coming around until you go get help. And you see the success stories. I see people that have years of sobriety that is happy that now they could go to the family gatherings. Now they could go, now their kids talk to them again. Now their kids let them come to their grandkids' birthday parties. Now they could talk to their kids on the phone and this and that. But it had to come to a time where they had to cut them off. And as a culture, once it get to a certain point, we have to cut them off. And I know it sounds harsh, it is what it is, but it's real. At a certain time, you have to cut them off because that person is doing damage to you, and it's doing, especially if it's kids involved, those kids growing up, and they're going to start picking up the same behaviors. So we have to cut those people off. You have to cut those people off. And I'm telling you as somebody that's in recovery. Tell you a quick story that I saw on a video before. This lady was a chronic drinker, blackout drinker. Her husband got tired of the fact that she kept doing that. So one night she blacked out drinking. She was in the bathroom. She fell and she hit her head and she started bleeding from her head. So the husband saw her in the bathroom. She was in blackout. He put a towel, a pillow over under her, put a towel around her head, and he left her in the bathroom. When she woke up in the morning, she started screaming on him and blacking out on him and telling him how could he leave her in the bathroom, leave her in the bathroom. And he looked at her and said, if you don't care, why would I? And she said at that moment she knew she had to go get help. I know it might sound drastic, it might sound crazy, but that's what it took for him to let her lay there, for her to realize she needed some help. So think about that when you're looking at your loved one that's battling these addictions, and you looking at them. Is it really love, or are you enabling them? It's time to cut the cord. Brother Mike, shalom. Make sure you enjoy your day.